Hello, hello. The Hot Mess Express is live, but we are live nonetheless. Still trying to figure out the lighting for the different times of the day. It's just going to be what it is. Got my empty Hobby Lobby bag hanging out down there. Hello, my friend. Oh, we got a box over there. Oh, we're still a work in progress here at Diva and the Divine HQ, but that's okay. We are here today to discuss live, which I have never done before. Hello, Lissa. My goals for the month of September. So you guys all know that I use the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets, as my goal planner for the year. I used it 1 year before, and other side for us. Brianna, what? What side? I don't understand. What's on the other side? Is this facing the right way? Can you read the word cultivate? I'm just curious because I can never remember. Hello, my friends. Susan, Christina is here. Reese is here. Patty's here. How wonderful of you guys to stop in this afternoon and spend a little bit of time with me. The chat box. This is the chat box for me. Yes, this is the chat box for you. Yeah, is that what you're talking about? Ah, capiche. I understand now. Anyway, this is the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets. My favorite things. Leva or Leva? Hello, I'm very, very glad you're here. Thank you for reaching out to me earlier today. I'm really excited that I was able to assist you immediately with telling you when I was going live next, which was pretty awesome. So yeah, Jennifer's here too. The gang is all here. You guys, what are y'all doing at 2 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon? You're at work. Well, I'm so glad you popped in. I was just about to say, whoa, hello. So we're going to talk about goals because we are actually ramping up. Are we officially in? No, we're not. We have 1 more month before we are officially in the last quarter of the year. Can't even believe that. 2020, the new decade, is just around the corner. So many things are happening. And oh my gosh. So you guys know that I'm a big fan of these. I just think it is the most comprehensive goal planner. It really helps you set up goals that are intentional for what you really want out of life, you know? And within that, you have your tending sheets, which is what I want to walk you through today. Now, I'll be honest, the beginning work for the September month is completely blank because I didn't do any of the beginning work, but I did, in fact, do the tending sheet. And I'm very, very proud of this tending sheet because I had it done in advance. I really put a lot of thought into what these goals are, and I'm really excited to share them with you today. Let's see what the comment section has going on here. Being an unemployed bum. You're literally waiting for an interview, so you're not being an unemployed bum. Figured out how to get the Bluetooth to work. Congratulations, Lori. Good luck on the, oh, that was nice, Patty. Okay, so the way that these are set up is as follows. Every month you get monthly goals. And as you can see, maybe there's a progress bar there. You see that? And what you do is you can either fill in the progress as you're making progress or just check that bad boy off all at once. But these are the goals that are like one and done goals that you're setting for the month. Then you have weekly action items, which are items that you are supposed to be doing each and every week. And you have 5 different checkboxes because some months have 4 weeks, some months have 5. We all know how that goes. And Enza, hello, nice to see you. So we have weekly goals, and then we have goals that are meant to happen every day. It's basically a habit tracker for things you either are wanting to continue or new goals you want to set for yourself to do each and every day. And we have a dated, it says Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and it has the dates just so you can keep track of where you are exactly. And I'm going to share with you everything that is on here. Are you all ready? In the chat box, because I've never done this live before, I would love to hear what kind of goals you're setting for the month or what kind of things you're gearing up for in October. Guys, October starts last 90 days. I'm so excited. They have a new Start Today journal coming out, which even though I have a current Start Today journal, they being the Hollises, which you will hear about the Hollises and their impact on things that I do and how I set goals later on because I have a daily goal inspired by them that I was considering not telling you about, but then I considered telling you about it anyway. But They have last 90 days journals coming out, which are specific for the last 90 days. It says the last 90 days on the cover, and it is exactly 92 pages. And we, the Hollis community, are all going through it together. Even though I'm in the middle of a journal, I'm going to stop what I'm doing, pay the money, and it's like going to be $14 if you sign up for their code or something. Sign up for the last 90 days because they're going to send a whole lot of free stuff at you too. I don't have the link to that yet. I think they're sending that out tomorrow. No, they should be sending that out today. I don't know. I'll figure it out. When I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. But regardless, last 90 days. So tell me goals you're working on this month as we go through monthly, weekly, and daily goals, or tell me stuff that you are like prepping hardcore for the last 90 days of the year, because it's not just the last 90 days of the year, last 90 days of the decade. Oh my goodness. Anyway, here we go. Monthly action items. So items that need to happen once this month. First up, and you will see I have color-coded stickers, some with hearts and whatnot. These all correspond to, wait for it, I got to flip back on through, because this is just how I am. You can buy the stickers for this. You don't have to buy the stickers for this. I am a huge fan of this company. They are a Christian company. They are from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, which I lived in for 2 years while my husband was in business school, and I absolutely adore Chapel Hill. I wish I knew they were there when I actually lived there, because I might have tried to crash by the office or something. But their stickers, they give you stickers in different colors that are enough to color code each goal. And then you take your color coded goals and you can put your little circle or heart stickers in the corresponding color based on which big picture goal this little goal is relative or related to. Does that make sense? I know I'm a little crazy, but that's okay. Focus on the last 100 days. Yes. Doing absolutely nothing right now. You're sitting in Starbucks and you're watching this, and that's not nothing. I need you, Lissa, to stop self-deprecating. Like, you're legitimately inspiring me to want to talk about positivity and negativity and how it affects our day-to-day, because you need to focus on the good. You need to focus on the positive, because that impacts your attitude. And this applies to everybody. Negative is going to create more negative. Positive is going to create more positive. Remember that. Audrey, hello. I'm glad you're here. The goal planner is amazing. It is such an amazing piece of work. And the new ones, the 2021s launch, and this is not sponsored in any way. The 2021s launch on October 16th. And you better believe that I'm going to be all up in that. And I'm actually one of their affiliates. And I heard that affiliates are going to get access early, so I can launch content on October 16th as well. So fingers crossed that actually happens, because I just, yes, I just want it all. Okay, monthly action items. Here we go. First one, unpack all the moving boxes. And I even put a little sticker here that says, enjoy this, as a reminder to myself that you got to enjoy the move-in process, because all things considered, the move-in process, not my favorite thing. Moving, not my favorite thing, but that's okay. So unpack all the boxes, and you will see that I actually have it about halfway filled in, because I actually think probably 80 or 90% of the boxes are out of our house. They're in our garage, but they're out of the house. They are unpacked, and there's very little left to take out of boxes. I have one box here, and then I have one box there. I don't even know what's in that box. That is a box that I made my husband bring upstairs, because I found stuff downstairs that needs to go upstairs. This is stuff that he found while unpacking his boxes that belongs in my office. Those are the only two boxes, because the one behind me you can't see. There's an Amazon box behind me that has nothing to do with moving. It's my new Diva Light light bulb. So close. I'm in the stage where it feels so close, and yet still so stinking far away. But that is monthly goal number 1. By the end of this month, mark my words, we will be moved in, settled, and done with this moving thing, and real life can start. So, goal number 2 is to read 3 books. Bet you can guess how many I already have started reading. 0. Big fat 0. I'm terrible at this, because with all the chaos going on, I haven't actually been looking at this to remind myself what my goals are. But I wanted to share with you which 3 books. I have the books picked out that I want to read, and I have them linked down below for you already. I'm making sure that I am keeping up with the comments. The Edge, you joined the Edge Fitness last night? That's amazing. Joining a new gym is so motivating, isn't it? You're just ready to get up and go. It's super exciting. I'm working hard on maintaining Lifetime. Lori, that is the most challenging thing. I swear to you. I salute you. I salute you. 4 pounds less or 2 inches taller. You know what? Okay. So I'm going to get on the weight loss horse for just a quick second. If you are within your healthy weight range or whatever, and you're at a goal that you're comfortable with, and I even am going to touch this at the last 10 pounds, but for you, it's 4 pounds. Do you really need to lose the last 4 pounds? You probably don't. If your body's happier at the weight it's at now, let it be and enjoy your indulgences every once in a while instead of pushing yourself that much harder to just get rid of 4 pounds that it just wants to hang on to. It's not worth it. It's not. Moving from Connecticut to New Hampshire next Thursday. Oh my goodness, Donna, good luck with that. Did you find the box with the pan in it you were missing? No, I did not. We are still missing a pan, and we are still missing one of our end table lamps from downstairs. The lamp shade has appeared. The lamp has not. I bet you those two things are in the same box, and we don't know where that box is. It's awesome. All right. So I wanted to share with you the 3 books that I plan on reading this month. The first one is this, Like She Owns the Place by Cara Alwill-Leyba. She is the author of the book Girl Code, and she is known as the Champagne Diet on Instagram. That's her website. That's her blog. That's all of it. I've been a supporter of hers for quite some time. I have read all of her other books, except for the one that's just poems she wrote, because I'm not really into poetry or anything. And I bought this when it came out, and I just haven't read it yet. So I want to get that read. This is going to be redundant because I'm almost done with the audiobook, but I purchased Atomic Habits in its hard copy form because I want to go through and I want to reread it, and I want to take notes and annotate it and make sure that I am flagging and getting all of the information that I want to remember out of it. This book is life-changing, my friends. Life-changing, especially if you are trying to create new habits or break old habits. I highly, highly, highly recommend this book. So I'm rereading this one. And then this one is also a reread, but I bought it again in hard copy, and things are falling out of it. That's interesting. And this is Body Love by Kelly LeVeque. And if you guys remember, way back when, I think it was last summer, I did a video about 7 days of the Fab Four smoothie, and every once in a while I'll talk about the Fab Four smoothie or the Fab Four way of eating. This is hers. Her idea is the Fab Four smoothie, and this book has all of the science behind how your body works and why fat, fiber, protein, and greens are the Fab Four, and it is a very, very solid, informationally solid way of eating that I wanted to have the hard copy so I could take the information and really, truly absorb it, because I can highlight. I highlight in different colors. My brain acts in colors. I am a photographic memory type person. So while I love audiobooks, I still, I read, I absorb more. So those are the 3 books that I am going to read this month. I have my little bar etched out 1, 2, 3, so I can fill it in every time I finish. In my get out of my comfort zone, which is the blue dot, I have make a friend. That's my goal, is to make a friend, just one friend this month here in my new city. So fingers crossed, we'll see. Manchester, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds before knee replacement. Marlis, that's a good idea, because did you know that for every pound you lose 4 pounds of pressure on your knees? It's true. It's true. You like Body Love. This book, Atomic Habits. You bought Atomic Habits. What do you think, Reese? For me, it was life-changing. Like, I listened to it for an hour, and already I was like, oh, this is brilliant. It's freaking brilliant. It's very, very good. But like I said, everything's linked down below. So if this sounds interesting for you, highly recommend. She actually has another book coming out in December, which I didn't know until I went online to order this, and it like a different book popped up and said it's released in December. I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to pre-order that too. My goodness. All right, next monthly action goal: Diva and the Divine HQ up and running. This close. This close. We're getting there. I still need my other bookshelf, but we're this close. Catch up on the Bridge sermons. The Bridge is my old church back in my Chicagoland suburb, and I love the pastors there. I love the way they teach there, and all of the sermons are available online. So even though we haven't been regularly attending church yet, and we haven't found our new home church, I want to make sure that I am still keeping up with sermons from my old church, just because I learned so much from them. So I want to make sure, instead of like listening to, I listen to music sometimes, but like I want to switch it up, and maybe if I do a podcast, switch to a sermon instead. Working on that. I'm not there yet, but it's only the 5th. It's only the 5th. Starting step. I have a little sticker that says starting step, and this says join the YMCA and go to Body Pump. By the end of this month, I want to have joined my new gym and attended a Body Pump class, because your girl wants Body Pump back in her life so badly. And I just haven't done it yet. And today I actually did the first workout that I've done since we've moved into the house. And that was, I took Gracie for a walk, and we just walked around our neighborhood for about 20 minutes, because I needed to do something that wasn't getting active because I was moving boxes and lifting and doing house things. I just wanted to get up and do something. Catch up on the comments here. Hey, all better late than never. Hello, hello. Watching you while waiting out the hurricane. I hope you're okay. My in-laws who are in South Florida seem to be okay so far. How are things by you? My previous church is available online. Yes. Oh, my father is here. Hello. Let's see. What else? Last 90 days challenge. I want to come up with the last 90 days challenge for you guys, which, as Lissa already knows, she's talking about the last 100 days. I'm doing one of those too, 100 days, 90 days, something. But the bottom line is I want to make sure that Diva and the Divine has some sort of something to be like, hey, community, let's do this together. So I want to get that together. Haven't started that yet. Next goal, change my address on all of my accounts, because that is the biggest pain when it comes time to move. Like, you don't even remember how many different places have your address and that it's now wrong. And so my goal is to write out all the accounts, especially major credit cards and all that stuff, and change the address on everything. I have to make an appointment for a physical, because with new health insurance comes like, we now have like earn your healthy dollars, or whatever the heck you want to call it. And one of the things that earns us the most money is getting our physical. So I need to find a new PCP, which really blows, because I just found one back in Chicago and I saw her once and that was it. But that's fine. And then I still have the goal of, I'm going to have this goal down because I'm so close, but not there yet, of the 20,000 subscribers. I'm gonna do it because that's just the day that I can check that off is going to be huge, a huge milestone. So those are my monthly goals, the monthly action items that I want to take to, that only have to happen just once. Let's see. Just like the whole theme. Yep. Not too bad here in North Carolina. You're in North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I really love North Carolina. It's such a beautiful place to live. I hope you are safe. And also, Miss Cool Finds, please remind me of your name, because I'm really trying to call people by their names. And most people have their names as their name, their screen name. But some people don't. All right, let's move on to the weekly action items. This week, every week. These are items I want to have happen every single week. First one, date night. It will always be a weekly action item on my attending list because it is important, and my husband and I make sure that we have date night at least once a week. It doesn't matter if we go out. We try to go out. We try to have it not be me preparing dinner while he's at work or whatnot. but that doesn't always happen. But we try to take intentional, unplugged, no distractions, even if it's just us watching TV together, which we haven't been doing a lot of lately because he's been working late and we've been unpacking. Like, we haven't even gotten to do our typical nighttime stuff because it's been so busy. Your name is Kristen. Thank you. Water is a big issue for me. Any tips? Yes. Drink water before you eat anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a snack. Drink water before you eat anything. No food is allowed to pass your lips until you sip water. Also, you should set alarms on your phone. And you could find some flavor additive things. I don't like to really promote those because I still feel like you need just like plain old H2O with nothing else in it. And I'm referencing this because, yeah. Christina, I know it's the opposite for you, but you are the exception to all of the rules right now. So for those of you that don't know, my sister just had bypass surgery, weight loss surgery. So she is currently working on recovering for that, which is very exciting, but basically has to live her life complete opposite of everything I preach to everybody else. Great idea, date night. Thanks for sharing. It's definitely on your goal list now. Oh, it's so important. And I got one more thing that's going to be real important on your goal sheet that it's going to be real awkward that my dad and my sister are in here in a second, but that's okay. Cup of water next to me. Just took a swig. Yes. And here's your drinking game. Every time I stop to drink, if you've got water, you stop to drink. Because heaven knows, oh man, I'm going to keep on drinking. The opposite of everything you've ever known. Yeah, it's true. It's very weird. Hydro Flask straw took a lot more effort to drink than your new clean canteen. Drink a lot more water now. You got to get a vessel that works for you. My husband likes a very different type of mouth on his water bottle than I do. I drink the most when I have a straw. He drinks the most when he has like a little hole that he can dump. Like, he's very skilled at the whole, like, let's dump water directly into my mouth thing. It's very weird, but I also can't lift my arms up all the way. So that's why it's weird to me, but whatever, it's fine. Weekly action item number 2 is live stream every week. And I've already earned my check mark. Can you see it? Because Dad stepped away. That's good to know, but it's not until I hit my daily stuff. But hang on. So I have to live stream every week, Tuesdays, 7:30 Central. Be there. Write a blog post every week. Haven't written my blog post yet, but the week's not over. I have every week play the piano and sing because I'm trying really, really hard to get back into the piano. My music wing, I have a little wing. It's really, really cute. It's not a wing. It's like a little section, but it's going to be like my musical little heaven, and it's going to be great. So got to keep me informed to minimize the awkwardness. It's fine. Yeah, I have totally no problem talking about stuff like this in front of my sister. My dad, it might be a little bit awkward though, but that's okay. Cleaning routine every week. I want to do a deep clean of the house. Haven't quite gotten there yet because we haven't gotten it set up yet, but the goal is to get the thing set up. And then a weekly thing that I'm hoping we do, I wrote it down to encourage us to do it, is to go church shopping once a week. And then that's how we approach the church shopping thing. We're going to go try different churches. And then when we decide which ones we like, that's when we'll repeat until we figure out which one is the magic church that we want to call home. But we have to church shop first, which, it's a knife in the heart every time I have to think about it. So those are my weekly things that have to get checked off each and every week. All right, my friends, now we are on to the daily. These are things that I want to do every single day. So far, I only have all 4 check marks for one of them. It's the first one, and it's the awkward one. My husband and I are doing Sexy September. And that is something that if you have read, I have one more book sitting here. Girl, Wash Your Face. Oh, why do I have this bookmarked? I know I finished it. Oh, I have a different chapter bookmarked because it's a really good chapter. If you own Girl, Wash Your Face, ladies and gentlemen, read chapter 7 and you will understand what Sexy September is. / if you go and listen to the Rise Together podcast, the podcast that they repeated on Valentine's Day, which is about intimacy, also talks about it. It is a daily thing. We are 4 for 4. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's going to be great. It's a challenge. ladies, I'm pretty sure it's all ladies on here, unless my dad came back. It's a challenge. Like, it's a legit goal. But we're determined because that's part of marriage. And I wanted to tell you guys about this. At first, I was like, I'm not going to tell them that we're doing this. But at the beginning of the year, when I told you guys about my goals, cultivating an exceptional marriage is one of my ultimate goals for the year. And it's going to be a goal every single year. And you guys wanted to know what we're doing to make sure that our marriage is the best that it can be. And it's goofy challenges like this, along with date nights and things like that. You got to keep things going. Did you get Eric to dress up in something sexy, a maid costume perhaps? No. But, and that's not even an image I want. I mean, remember that time we got Zach in a maid's costume though? That was fun. Zach was one of my gay friends who I haven't seen in a really long time. But at Relay for Life, they do, at least the Relay for Life in Illinois did like, what was it called? Like the Queen's Lap? Or, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was called. But all of the men do a lap cross-dressed. And it's exceptionally funny when the straight men do it because they put on like moo-moos and all, like, they do whatever. But my two gay friends showed up one year and Zach was in a maid's costume. And one year he was in like, oh no, this is the same year. The maid's costume with like neon fishnet leggings, like, and a wig, like and high heels. And he strutted his stuff around that track. And then the people give dollar bills and stuff to the women strolling the track, and you earn extra money for a relay. And oh my gosh, it was to die for. Hysterical. Let's see. I wouldn't know. Ha ha ha. My niece and hubby do date night. Yeah, date nights are super, super important. Like, one of the goals, like, it's a goal that you will reach, but you will also never reach. And that's the cultivating an exceptional marriage. Like, our marriage is very, very solid. We talk about it. We've never like fought, like really fought. We've had disagreements. We've had to compromise, but we have never had one of those huge relationship blow up fights. Never. Because of the way we approach our marriage. And it's just, I'm very blessed to have the husband I have, but we work very, very hard to make sure we have the marriage that we have. It's a goal that I will have for the rest of our marriage, which will be till one of us dies, in case you're curious as to why I said it like that. So daily action items. 1, sexy September. 2, move 30 minutes. And that's just, get activity for 30 minutes. I didn't check off Tuesday, but I've checked off the 1st, the 2nd, and the 4th because I was doing a lot of movement, even if it wasn't deliberate exercise. And I still have 10 more minutes of movement to get today in order to reach my 30 minutes. But I'm being honest about whether or not I did what I would consider legit movement. But I want to do 30 minutes every day because that's good for you. I have joy written down with an exclamation point, because cultivating more happiness, like genuine happiness and joy in my life, is also something that is one of my goals, like, which sounds like such a silly goal for a lot of people, but it's something that, even though I'm generally a very happy and joyful person, that is because happiness and joy is something I pursue on a regular basis. Because you need to actively look for things to be joyful about, or that things that bring you joy, in order to be able to radiate and put the joy out into the world. And that is very important to me. So do something that brings me just genuine joy every single day. That is a goal. Read. Guess how many times I have read the month of September? It's the 5th. 0. But that changes today, because that is actually why I did not have specific books picked out until this morning. I'm like, let me pick exactly what books I'm going to read, because my monthly goal is to read 3 books. My daily goal is to read something every day. Now I know exactly what I'm going to read. Now I just got to do it. For married for about 14 years, never fought. I want them to screen any future boyfriends I have. Fair enough. Yeah, it's marriage. Oh, marriage. In our church, we did a pre-marriage course. It was a requirement you have to do here before the wedding. I really loved the course. Very interesting and learned so much more about each other. Yes, yes. So that yeah, we did kind of premarital counseling. We did like a 1-day premarital counseling thing with the pastor at the church I got married in, which was my home church that I got raised in, which is not the church that I'm heartbroken about leaving. My entire family actually left this church a year and a half ago. Story for a different day, but this man was my pastor, older man for 18 years. And it wasn't like, we actually took some like computer test or whatever to test our compatibility, which was fine. And it told us our strengths and our weaknesses and our biggest worries about marriage, and which is all stuff my husband and I already knew because we've had the discussions. So I'm like, well, it's fun to see it on paper, but it's not any information we didn't already know. And then we actually video chatted with his pastor because we wanted to keep it equal. So we video chatted with his home pastor from South Florida, who did a couple of premarital things with us too. Nothing like, the biggest one was the talk about finances, which is a talk that we had at the beginning. And we decided that because he's going to be the primary breadwinner, he has most of the control over the finances. And that is how we have run our marriage. He's the one who budgets. He's the one who checks in on everything. I'm the one who gets to go and do the grocery shopping and try to stay within the budget. And that just has been how it has been. Let's see what else is happening. My husband of 49 years passed on April from Alzheimer's. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's got to be so hard. I don't know how similar the two diseases are, but my grandmother-in-law, my mother-in-law's mother, she doesn't know me. I've been in the family for years now, and she has no idea who I am. It's a very sad disease. Very, very sad. You're such a lovely couple. Thank you. I like him. I think I'll keep him. And like, don't get me wrong. There are things we do that annoy the crap out of each other on a regular basis. We've just figured out how to manage that without it causing stresses in our marriage. But like, don't think that we are perfect. We're perfect for each other, but we are by no means perfect individuals. We are not perfect. It is not a perfect relationship, but we work very hard to make it as perfect for us as possible. Read. And then I have music. Do something musical every day because you guys are really good at distracting me, which is totally fine. Like, we're live. It's fine. But the last goal is music. And I don't have just play music because I know that I'm not disciplined enough to sit down at the piano every day with all the stuff that I have to do. But I can listen to music. I just need to do something that brings me joy, which would check off 2 boxes, but fill the music void in my life. And lately that has been listening to some new stuff. I have 2 new favorite discoveries. Both of these are available on Spotify. First is the Moulin Rouge Broadway soundtrack. Pretty great. It is very different from the movie, if you are a fan of the movie. The singers are incredible. They have put in a whole lot of other newer mashups from more contemporary songs than when the movie came out, however many years ago that was. Early 2000s? Is that when Moulin Rouge came out? I don't know, but I'm really enjoying listening to it over and over and over again. And then Anthem Lights is the name of a group, a boy group who sing Christian music. And they have hymn medleys, like old hymn medleys. They have contemporary stuff. They have covers. They have, they're wonderful. I was listening to them all day the other day, and I was like, this is just the greatest discovery of my life. And then it turns out my friend, who's my accountability buddy, ran into them in Nashville and knew about them. I'm like, why did you not tell me that these men existed? Because they're fantastic. And there's, So I've been listening to music as part of my goals if I can't play it, because my piano is currently surrounded by boxes. So anyway, those are my goals for the month. Let me know over there what goals you guys have for the month, or if you are watching this on replay, let me know in the comments below what goals you have for the month. Coming up, we have, what's very interesting about the Power Sheets is this is a new tab for fall. So every season you actually do a specific, like you have to do a goals check-in with the different areas of your life. So they'll have you check in on your health, friends, spouse, family, finances, spiritual and personal growth, work and recreation, and you have to rank all of those things, how you're doing, what you could do better, what you've been doing well. Every quarter, you have to do that. And it also says what you're saying yes to and what you're saying no to, which is really cool. So like in health, what are you saying yes to this final quarter? What are you saying no to this final quarter? You know, and then you do a goal refresh. It's got the 10 things here, and you go through and you refresh the words of your goal. So like if you want to change the wording around, change the meaning of the goal, because I mean, a whole year is a long time to commit to one specific wording of a specific goal. So it gives you the opportunity to kind of refresh everything, which is really, really great. And then, so that's it. And then the very front of the page, it says what I want to savor this season. And it just allows you to write down a page of what you want to get out of your fall, which is really cool. So that will be for October, because fall doesn't actually start until the end of September. And then we've only got 3 months left until the new power sheets are in full effect, my friends. That's absolutely crazy. Let's see what we got going on here. Lose 20 to 25 pounds. Try so many different purees. Make sure you get your water in so you don't wind up in the hospital. Oh, is that a risk if you don't drink enough water, Christina? Fall starts September 22nd. Yes, it does. You're also trying to figure out the bar scanner on iTrack Bites. What do you mean you're trying to figure it out? Because all you do, here we go. You ready? Quick ITB tutorial happening right now. This is your page, right? You hit the scanner button up here. Boop. And your scanner opens, and that's it. My friend, do not ever, 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 ever scan a vegetable or a fruit. Do not scan a vegetable or a fruit, because it will use the nutrition information of said vegetable or fruit. And odds are, I don't know which plan you're following, but if you are following Points Plus or Smart Points or Freestyle, which is carb conscious, sugar smart, and a better balance on iTrack Bites, fruit and vegetables in their purest form, fresh, cooked with no oil or anything, frozen with no additives, all zero. Do not scan your produce. I get asked that question all the time, and it drives me bonkers, because if you know that fruit and vegetables are 0 points on your plan, fruit and vegetables are 0 points on your plan. Let's see. Dehydration is a huge thing for gastric bypass. I didn't know that. Tammy, I'm totally thinking about ditching WW and using iTrack Bites instead. I reached another goal. I'm using the cane now. Heck yes, Dad. That's awesome. My dad you didn't have a hip replacement, did you? Did they replace? No, they didn't replace your hip. They just fixed what you broke, right? If everything on the label is 0, you don't need to scan, right? I'm a bad person. I haven't looked at the last 100 days or last 90 days. I'm poor Brianna's sister, not up to date with all things Hollis. Oh man, you of all people should be up to date with all things Hollis. You're sitting at home recovering. Go on Amazon Prime Video and watch Made for More, the documentary. That'll pretty much sum up what Rachel Hollis is all about in one hour and 20-minute video. It's so good. It's so good. My goal is to go out more using your cane. That's great. Do you usually go out exclusively with your husband, Audrey? I switched to the carb conscious plan and the scale finally went down. Yes, carb conscious plan is my jam. No, foot-long screw in his hip. Okay, I couldn't remember. Yes, carb conscious plan is what I personally follow, which is the equivalent of Points Plus. What I was going to say is, Tammy, totally thinking about ditching WW. So I will say this. I love iTrack Bites, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens when Weight Watchers releases all of their new stuff in late November, early December. I would do a drop down menu to choose plans from the past. Yes, Amanda, I'm with you. And that's what I was about to say. I don't know what their plan is. I am not up to date on the Weight Watchers-ness because I've abandoned Weight Watchers to follow a plan I want to follow. I would not be at all surprised if they backpedal and go, oh crap, everybody really liked Points Plus. Let's find a way we can offer you the plan that you want. I would not be at all surprised if the Weight Watchers app turns into something like iTrack Bites, which is going to be very interesting for both Weight Watchers members and iTrack Bites members, because then there's going to be that that which plan do you follow, which company do you go with, all that stuff. Yeah. Most of the time he takes me, but this morning I did an hour walk alone. I'm so proud of myself and been buzzing since. That's amazing, Audrey. I'm so happy for you. That's got to give you such a great sense of independence, just to be able to go out with your cane. That foot-long rod down the middle of your left femur. Goodness, Dad. Well, I'm glad you're walking with just the cane. That's great. I've heard both Weight Watchers are going to allow multiple plans, and I've heard it'll never happen. I'm hoping they at least make 0-point protein foods optional. That would be interesting. At the very least, if they could backpedal and you could choose between Smart Points and Freestyle, that would be smart. I actually did lose a little bit on Smart Points before Freestyle. Freestyle screwed me, but Smart Points before Freestyle, I actually lost weight on, but not as much as I lost on Points Plus. Points Plus, I lost 57 pounds on Points Plus. And I am of the philosophy, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, I'm not losing on the new plan. 5 pounds a month. 5 pounds in a month is totally legit. Totally legit. If you are losing between an average of 1 to 2 pounds a week, you are doing phenomenally. So 5 pounds a month is actually exactly the rate you could be losing. So that's great. Used to be able to lose 5 pounds in a week. That's not practical. You're not losing weight if you lose 5 pounds in a week unless you have a very significant amount of weight to lose. Christina, you do not count here. But yeah. So like the 1 to 2 pounds a week range, amazing, phenomenal, absolutely where you're supposed to be. Because in a year, if you do 1 pound a week in a year, that's 52 pounds. 52 pounds in a year. Heck yes. You know, like, so if you're losing at that rate, the plan is working for you. And I am a huge believer in pick the plan that works for you the best. But I also believe that you should not abandon a plan if you are losing weight, but you're not losing weight at the rate that you want to be losing. If you want to lose 5 pounds a week, that is not practical, and no plan is going to give that to you except crash dieting. And as soon as you come off of it, you're going to gain the weight right back. Don't do that. You have to move slow. Slow and steady wins the race, my friends. Slow and steady. Let me see. Simply Filling never worked for me. I tried Simply Filling once. I didn't love it. I got bored. Nobody listened to my weight loss. I'm sorry, Christina, but you don't count for a while. Still pay for Weight Watchers and haven't done it since Smart Points. Brother lost 90 pounds. Oh, the men. The men can lose so much easier than the women. It's just not fair. I'd be thrilled with 5 pounds in a month. Hope Carb Conscious keeps me being successful. I've found a few tasty meals that work. That's great. That's great. My Weight Watchers workshop leader said they're accepting those of us still following old plans and will support when we make goal. They just won't talk about it during the meetings. Right. Because they can't, because it's not their plan currently. So if you're following an old plan, you're obviously not following up-to-date Weight Watchers. Which shouldn't really matter because you're paying them if you're in the meeting room, right? I don't know. When I first started the news plan, I would lose the first week. Okay. Tammy, that's a little bit better. You had me worried that you wanted to lose 5 pounds a week. I'm like, no, you can't do that. That makes sense. But if you were already in the middle of a plan, like if you switched from one plan to another, that's not going to happen. You know what I mean? If you started from the very beginning, like you were off track, then maybe. But have you tried iTrack Bites? Points Plus? Part of me really does miss going to the Weight Watchers meetings. But quite frankly, I'm just too cheap to pay for the fact that I am above my lifetime weight. And therefore, because I'm a lifetime member of Weight Watchers. But I don't want to pay $14 every time I walk into the room. Or it might be $15 now. I have no idea. Which is why I don't go. I have you guys. And I have an accountability buddy who I have to send my tracker to every night. So it's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. I still pay even though I'm not using Freestyle. You do like the meetings. Yeah, that would be a good reason to go. Like it's worth it for a lot of people, even if you are following a different plan, to go to the meetings, because them's your people, you know? Like that they're the people. We're all in the same boat. We're all on the same team. Yeah. And I get my meetings through interacting with you guys and putting out content for you guys. So, all right, my friends. So those are my goals. And then, 10 minutes of weight loss talk, but that's totally fine because you all are here to interact with me, and that's part of the interacting. But yeah, that's all I got. So do we have any other questions, comments, concerns, all that jazz? Still pay $39.95 a month. Do you go, Marlies? Marlis? Sorry, I'll get it right. As long as you go, it's not a waste. As long as you go and it helps, it's not a waste of money. But I personally just really like iTrack Bites because it was $36 for the entire year of the pro version. I like your idea of picking books, which ones exactly you're going to read for the month. Shirley will make you a list too for the rest of September. That's great. That's great. Oh, my list. If you're not going, you should stop paying for it. Really enjoyed the live chat. Thank you, Audrey. I'm really glad I messaged you to say I was going to be on. For those of you that don't know, Audrey is in Ireland, so she never gets a chance to watch my live streams at 7:30 p.m. because it's like stupid early in the morning. Like, what did you say, 1:30, 2:30 in the morning or something when I'm live streaming? So I'm really glad that you were able to catch me today. How do you switch to the carb version of iTrack Bites? It's very, very simple. You go to settings down at the bottom here, which it's not going to focus. That's awesome. But there's a settings button. And then you click the second thing here, which says weight loss plan. And then you click up at the top and it says weight loss plan again. And then you get this page with all of these options. And then you pick the one you want to follow. It's that simple. You cannot follow Better Balance, which is freestyle, or the keto one unless you pay for the pro version. It is 8:45 p.m. in Ireland right now. Well, that's perfect timing then. So you almost got the 7:30 p.m. live stream, even though it was in the, dang, you get a lot more points than you did with freestyle. Yes, but did you just change from freestyle to carb conscious to points plus? Because be warned though, everything has a points value except fruits and vegetables. So all of your free eggs, your chicken, your beans, no more. No more. Protein counts for a lot higher now. So yes, you get more, but don't think that it's going to let you eat copious amounts of food, because it's not. You still have to portion control. It's just a different way of calculating things. I personally really love the way that it calculates things. So yeah, it's 10:45 p.m. in Latvia. Well, thank you for watching. And Leva, did you say that you were a CMT friend in your email? I can't remember now. I vaguely remember you saying something about CMT, and that made me want to know, do you have it? Because I have a special place in my heart for my followers that have CMT like I do. Locked into a payment plan. That's part of why I still go. I'm lifetime also. I thought you had to pay $50 if you weren't a goal. When I used to go to meetings, it was $14 every time you went. So if you went 4 times a month, if you went every week, it would be $60. So I don't know how it works now because I haven't done Weight Watchers in ages. I've been doing iTrack Bites for like 2 years now. So I don't know. I'm live. Da 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 da. Wish you luck. You're about to try to make stewed tomatoes from scratch using tomatoes from the garden. There's nothing better than tomatoes from the garden, Lori. Oh my goodness. I used to hate tomatoes and now I love them. I don't eat them like my great uncle used to eat them like apples. I can't do that, but like I love putting tomatoes in things. I love putting tomatoes on sandwiches. Oh man. Pay the weekly fee until you're back at goal. That's what I remember, Alyssa. Makes sense. Gonna try it for a week before you ditch WW. Yes. Try it for a week, Tammy, and see if you like it. However, I really hate to say just try it for a week. You have to give it your all for an extended period of time. That's what I firmly believe. So if you want to try it for a month or 2. and then just, you know what I mean? But if the payment to Weight Watchers is part of the issue, then your timing might have to be a little bit quicker. I enjoyed eTools. Yeah, and iTrack Bites is eTools. 7:30 p.m. Watch the videos the next morning. I like to watch them while food prepping. I love that, Audrey. You're such a loyal subscriber. It makes my heart so happy. Some people get the monthly pass if they're going back down to lifetime goals because it's cheaper. Yeah. It's Gretchen for real. Hello. I'm glad you're here, but unfortunately you're catching me right at the end of things. Thinking of dropping Weight Watchers after the new programs comes out. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the new program is. I have no information. Does iTrack Bites sync with Apple Watch? I don't think so. Maybe? No, it might actually. Hang on. I can tell you. I might be able to tell you. Health Kit. Yes, it syncs with Apple Health Kit. If the two things it'll sync with is Apple Health Kit and Fitbit. So, love your channel. Thank you, Gretchen. I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, that's it. Any other questions? This is a great conversation we had going that was completely not relevant to what the video is about, but I like it. You guys are really chatty in the afternoons. Like, it's a smaller viewership, but you guys are super conversational, and I really love it. I really, really do. So, give it a second. I can't believe I'm doing this for almost an hour. That was not my intention. You guys just like to keep me around. You miss people? You use WW Diary. Is that a different app like iTrack Bites or like eTools, but not Weight Watchers? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, you guys can, in fact, continue this conversation in the comments section. If there's something that you want to make sure is heard by the community, go ahead and put it in the comments. I don't know. Do you guys even have access to the comments section right now? I don't, which is why I'm not sure. But if you want to continue the conversation, you can always come back to my videos and see what conversation's happening and contribute your 2 cents there as well. Afternoons are prime procrastination time. That is the truth, actually. That is absolutely true. And you guys have talked me through. When I started this, I was so hungry because I haven't eaten lunch yet. And I'm not hungry anymore. Thanks for the live stream. I'm glad you were here too, Patty. Comments are closed during the live. Okay, cool. So when this is done, which will be in about 2.5 seconds, if you guys want to continue this conversation, I always check my comments and I answer as many of them as I can. But this was a great conversation. So thank you guys for joining me. Stay tuned for October goals because they will be coming. And dude, you're on my live stream and you're texting me. Well, now I just have to look. Because my sister's literally texting me while pumpkin spice chicken sausage. I like pumpkin spice things. Pumpkin spice chicken sausage might be taking the dream too far. And on that note, I am going to sign off here. Make sure there are no last comments here. Just realized this wasn't a real live. The star didn't make her appearance. The star is exhausted because I took her for a walk. So she's downstairs passed out on the couch. That was intentional. Pumpkin spice chicken sausage is good. Cinnamon and nutmeg. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know that I'd be willing to try it. We'll see. I try a lot of pumpkin spice things. That might be where I draw the line. And on that note, I will talk to you guys later. I have what is your step goal for a week now? I don't have a specifics. Well, I mean, I guess I could tell you. Hang on. I just got to do a little bit of math. My step goal is 12,000 steps a day. 12 times 7. 84,000 steps a week is the goal. If I am doing very, very lofty things, I love to see 100,000 steps show up on my weekly report. What brand? It is Nature's Organic brand, according to the image my sister sent me. No, Nature's Promise Organic. Can you see that? Pumpkin spice sausage. I don't know where it is. It's from somebody else's Instagram account that she just sent me a screenshot of. Premier Protein is getting a pumpkin spice. It is, and I'm trying to decide if I want to try it or not. I can't decide. The sausage wouldn't be for me. I'm not adventurous at all. I'm mildly adventurous. We'll see. That's the one you've tried. You've tried this brand specifically, the one I just showed you? That's good to know. All right. So, I mean, I can see it, I guess. I do eat the apple, like the maple apple chicken sausages. Those are really good. But I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, on that note, my friends, I will see you in my next video. I filmed a grocery haul for you guys yesterday, so that will be the next thing that goes up on my channel. It's not very exciting, but it's Trader Joe's, and we all love some Trader Joe's. So that will be up in the near future. Not a live video for me for a change. Oh my goodness. And we're going to be getting back to normal as soon as humanly possible, my friends. So thank you for joining me today. Take care. Today's Thursday. Happy Friday Eve. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.